Sponsored by MPB.
Well, we can certainly begin to feel the beginnings of spring in the air. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I don't think I've ever been so excited for spring before. I can't quite put it into words, but I just feel so energized by the thought of longer days, warmer weather, abundance in nature. It is so exciting. And the last couple of mornings, the dawn chorus between 4:30 and 7:30 has just been phenomenal. It's been so loud. In fact, yesterday morning I got woken up at about 5:30 by it. And this morning I woke up really early, and just as, 4:30 was beginning, it was like the sound of the birds from my house through, just through the windows, being able to hear the dawn chorus. So loud, so beautiful. What a fantastic way to wake up to the natural sounds of nature. And I felt so called this morning to come out to the woods. And it's just so lovely. Look at this. Magical. I mean, you can really feel that sense of spring, can't you? Spring is in the air. And that's exactly what we're going to speak about in this video. We're going to speak about new beginnings. Spring is such an abundant time, and we're beginning to see the new beginnings of the season. The snowdrops are appearing, we're seeing the first little buds on the trees. Oh, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And the photographic opportunities that are going to be opening up to us in the coming weeks are endless, absolutely endless. And if we can tune into the energy of the spring, it's a fantastic time, not just for the new beginnings of the seasons, but for new beginnings in our life. And in fact, this time of year is much more fruitful for us to set intentions than the new year, because we're working with the energy of nature. So in this video, as well as sharing some beautiful images of the beginnings of spring with you that I've been photographing over the last few weeks, we're also going to speak about planting the seeds for new beginnings in your life and maybe even your photography. What do you want to photograph this year? What do you want to explore? Is there any techniques you want to learn? Do you want to simplify your setup of equipment? Are you wanting to use certain equipment more? Are you wanting to go back to basics and just photograph with a point and shoot camera? Everybody is on their own different journey. We all have different things we want to explore. But right now, and in this video, I'm really going to speak about setting those intentions and planting those seeds, those little seeds, the new beginnings of growth, the new beginnings of abundance. And we're all going to go on this journey together. 2024 is going to be a great year. I'm really feeling it. It's time for us to open up, to begin to see the world, and to open up to all the incredible photographic opportunities that are available to us. And it all starts today with this video.
Spring certainly is a beautiful time as we wake up and explore the world once more. Seeing the new growth emerging fills me with so much joy, and to be able to slow down and photograph it for a while is a lovely, mindful way to connect with Mother Nature. Have you ever noticed that new growth is often the most vibrant shade of green? After the winter period, this green colour is such a joy to witness. The unique shape and texture of every leaf, as well as the variety between each species of plant, is quite simply magnificent. During the creation of these images, I saw for the first time the tiny intricate hairs on the leaves. Witnessing this filled me with so much love and joy for the beauty of nature. As well as the fresh growth, it was also beautiful to connect with the remnants of winter, and this discarded feather holding onto a small branch for dear life. This moment in time not only got me connecting with the beginnings of spring, but also the wonders of macro photography. And then it got me thinking about what I was doing with my photography this time last year. You may recall that this time last year, I got really into photographing snowdrops. In fact, it was the first time I'd photographed them, certainly in macro anyway. I enjoyed it so much that I was very excited to reconnect with them this year. And oh my goodness, what greeted me certainly trumped last year's experience. Deep contrast, vibrant greens, and some semi-frozen raindrops made for an abundance of photographic opportunities. But before I share the images I created with you, I have some more thoughts on spring to share with you.
So one thing I mentioned at the start of this video is that spring is a fantastic time to set intentions and to plant seeds, just like we're doing in our gardens right now, to plant seeds for whatever we want to do and experience this year. And one thing that I've received a few emails from you guys in recent weeks is there's been a few of you that are really interested in coming to Scotland and coming on my immersive photography weekends or doing some one-to-one online mentoring with me online, but you don't feel at the moment that you can afford it. But one thing I've been thinking about is, as you saw at the beginning, this video is sponsored by MPB. And I'm aware there's a lot of photographers out there, especially those of you who've been doing photography for a long time, who have a lot of camera gear at home. You know, old cameras, old lenses, old accessories, and just things that you just never use. You know, they've been sitting on your shelf for years just gathering dust, or you've upgraded things and you've just kept the old stuff even though you never use it. It just got me thinking, if there's something you want to do this year, whether it's take a course, go back to university, go on a special holiday, attend a workshop, have a weekend away, go and visit a friend you've not seen for years, whatever it may be. If there's something you really want to do this year and you feel you can't afford it, or you're just a bit like, I don't want to spend the money, have you got camera gear at home? Camera gear that you never use, that you could sell to MPB and then use the funds that you gain from that to pay for these experiences you want to have. Because the thing about life is, I feel one of the beautiful things about life is, you know, being human is we get to have experiences and we get to explore things and discover the world. Because at the end of the day, when we reach the end of our life, all we take with us is our memories. So is there that materialistic things at home, like cameras you never use, that you can sell so that you can fund for these experiences? Or maybe this year you really want to reignite your passion for photography, but you have a camera and lenses at home that you just never use and it's never really worked for you for one reason or another. Why don't you trade them into MPB and get a camera and some lenses that you're excited about using? That is one of the tricks about getting yourself more engaged with photography, is having the equipment that you actually feel excited about using. You know, and that can be anything from a point and shoot camera right up to a really expensive one. You know, it's whatever works for you personally. There's no right or wrong camera, no better way to do photography. But fundamentally, for you to enjoy photography and to get out into the wilderness and really embrace it, you need to have equipment that you personally want to use. So, if any of this applies to you and you'd like to check out MPB for yourself, you can find full details in the description box below.
Now, the moment you've been waiting for, and the images I'm most excited to share with you, my Snowdrop Photos for 2024. It wasn't only the full blossomed snowdrops that interested me, but also their full life cycle. I loved seeing the shoots appear and connecting with their strength as they grew long and tall out of the soil. This gave me a greater appreciation for their resilience and how they're able to grow and flourish even when the temperature remains low and the light is limited. I also came across this weathered snowdrop, unaware of what had happened to it, but in awe when seeing the orange structures that are usually hidden within. Until this moment, I had not known that these existed. And now the snowdrops in all their glory, made even more magnificent by the partially frozen water droplets that clung to their petals. I'm finding my photographic process at the moment really interesting. I can often go a couple of weeks without creating any images, and then go for a walk and create a whole body of work in half an hour. These images are a great representation of this. Every single snowdrop image was created in around 30 minutes, and I love each and every one of them. I was feeling so deeply connected with the subject and felt very moved when editing the final images. I've also begun to combine photography with writing. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this in recent weeks. This image here is a good representation of this. This image speaks to me so deeply. I see two characters meeting in the depths of the woodland. As they come together, they truly see each other with so much love and curiosity. The water droplets are what bring this image to life. They are partially frozen, found on the cold forest floor at the tail end of winter. At the top of the snowdrops, two droplets are present, giving the illusion of two eyes. On the green stem, a droplet can also be seen, creating the illusion that it too has two eyes, one of which is hidden from sight. As we move down the snowdrop, two more droplets can be found. With there being one on either side, I see these being two arms, further bringing this image to life. Then I see the line down the centre of the flower where the two petals meet, resembling a dress or long cloak of sorts. As these two characters meet in the depths of the dark woodland floor, they stop to see each other, to truly see each other. Have you ever stopped to truly see another, to gaze deeply into their eyes and see their innate beauty? And finally, arguably the most emotive images of the lot, the loving couple, embracing each other so tenderly with their loving foreheads together. The shape of the petals resembles a smile. I can't help but smile too when I look at this image, seeing the care and attention both flowers are showing each other, undistracted by the world around them.
Well, I'm sure it's safe to say that spring is well and truly on the way. I hope you're as excited for this beautiful season as I am. And now the rain's forecast to start in the next half an hour, and the sun's also due to set, so I'm going to head home. I think that's a fantastic time to round off this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you gain something from this, whether it's inspiration or some excitement, some nuggets of ideas. And if you'd like to connect with me further, maybe on more of a personal level, there's a number of ways you can do that. You can join our online Photographic Connections community. On top of that, I've got my immersive photography weekends here in Scotland. I've just announced dates for June, September and October. So if you want to come up here to Scotland and join 5 other people for a weekend of beautiful immersive photography in this just gorgeous part of the world, then you can find full details at photographicconnections.com as well. And there's also my new Learning to See week-long online immersive photography course, where we can get together with a group of 10 people on Zoom 5 days in a row, where we'll be exploring a different theme with a small exercise at the end of each day. And then over the weekend, you've got a nice photography exercise to undertake and share with the group. And it's really going to open you up to just seeing the world around you, seeing it in a new light, and that will play in massively to your photography in the future. So if any of this is of interest to you, and anything else that I may have to offer, you can find all the details at photographicconnections.com. And I guess now it's just a beautiful time to say thank you once again. I hope you enjoy this spring. So much abundance around, and I'm so excited for it.